So I couldn't find that shirt. I mean, that pants. I think it was a shirt instead. My point still stands, though. I don't want to have a Venom pants. People who aren't watching this in a playlist gonna be like, what the fuck are we talking about? You're just gonna have to watch the last episode all the way to the end to find out. Yeah, it was a shirt I think I was thinking of. Alright, hey everybody, my name is BlakJak, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. Last time, we defeated Marco Barbarigo by shooting him in the face in the middle of a speech. I was supposed to wait for him to have a grandiose finish, but I get a little trigger happy sometimes, you know? And we ended up buying the last part of the Mesiglius armor, so I ended up getting the anti-air armor just because now I don't have a reason to not get it. Not that I didn't want to not have it, it's just that, you know, you buy an armor, it automatically equips. If you're wearing the Altair armor, you buy another piece of armor, it unequips the Altair armor and equips everything else. So, rather have the Altair armor, seeing as it's the best armor in the game because it doesn't break. So, no more repair costs, and I get to look fucking dope. That's what I'm saying. And now I wet it. This episode, we're going to be going around Castello, which is this little area, and we are going to collect all the viewpoints, all the feathers. That's what I was trying to think of. Jeez, I could not recall what I was trying to say. Feathers, all the viewpoints, all the feathers, all the glyphs, and we may even collect all the treasures. I want to say I don't. I think I save a few of them for the next video. But you know me. If I find a treasure along the way, I'm gonna swipe it. Again, treasures. There are 330 treasures in the game. I am collecting them all. I'm not gonna make like a big deal out of it because you can buy a treasure map and then you can just, you know, go around and pick them up if you really want to. It's not like you need me to show off all the treasures, but I will along the way. So here's the first viewpoint that gets unlocked in Castello. I think it's somewhere near the south. And then there's like this giant armory over there, the big castle looking thing. And that's where a Templar lair is. It's the last Templar lair in the game. It is also the last like tomb area that we'll be visiting for this playthrough. There is one more assassin's tomb. It's Domenico's tomb. Domenico Auditore's tomb in Montegioni. Unfortunately, you cannot, and I'm going to be saying this again in a later video, but you cannot play it without the DLC. You need the DLC from Uplay. But unfortunately for me, Uplay services have been shut down, so I can no longer play it. I think it was a free DLC too. I don't even remember spending points on it. I think it was just a free DLC. So the fact that I can't even play the Assassin's Tomb anymore kind of blows. And I remember like actually enjoying that one too, which is the crazy part. Like I remember that one being pretty cool. And you get to like learn about Domenico Auditore and like how he brought the Codex pages with Marco Polo to Italy, and that's how they all got here. This essentially was the great-great-grandfather of Ezio, the guy who built the villa. About time you put out of my misery, and I just shanked them both in the face. That's crazy.
Let's test this metal with the capo's old trick.
You guys are really rude. Look, I only showed up here to party and to take your bank payments. I'm the bill collector, okay? You have debts, I'm here to take them. That is my job. You guys are just in my job, in my way, alright? Looks like y'all owe about 2,099 florences, maybe? Ooh, no, I wasn't anywhere near that number. That doesn't feel like another. Was that 2020? It'll do. It'll do. Y'all owe a lot more than that. At least another like squad or 3 of guards worth of payments. All right, pardon me. God fucking damn it. Stupid people and their gosh darn being in the way all the time. Sir, what are you doing here? Go home. And now you're napping on the job. Oh, you guards, man. You guards really think you own the place, don't you?
I've great metal work here.
Some people, man. Some people. Just, you know, they don't want to work these days. Kids these days don't want to fucking work. Get out of here, dude. Just standing in a gosh darn garden. He took a nap on the job. What a fine, hard-working individual, that man. And then you know he's gonna go home and he's gonna take off his boots and he's gonna complain to his wife, and his wife's gonna be like, "Well, I had the food ready," and then she's gonna be all pissed off because he didn't take out the trash. You know what I mean? Like, is I don't know what it's like to have a wife. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. How did they see me? I jumped into the... What the fuck is going on? I jumped from a high tower into a disguised area. How did they see me? What did I do? What, is it illegal to fall to my death? Get out of here. What the fuck? Now they're chasing me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. I was doing what the guard told me to do. He told me to get off the roof. I did. I jumped off the roof like he had asked me to. Quite rude of him, actually, if you ask me. Fuck. Now I gotta kill all you guys. Y'all leave me alone. Yeah, I don't have time to show off every death. You know what I mean? Like, but that's mad funny. Like, I jumped off the thing and they all wanted a piece of me. That's crazy. They must have heard tales of my bravery, my courage, my ability to slaughter people very quickly. I hope I lived up to their expectations. So now that we have every painting and now we have every piece of armor and every weapon in the game, there's really no reason to swing on over to a blacksmith. The art merchants, they still have one more treasure map to give us, but eventually we won't need to go back there anymore either. I mean, medicine is still useful, so doctors are still a valid shop to keep visiting, because they still have poison stuff. I mean, the armorers have like bullets and knives that you can buy, but like you don't have to. You don't have to like always use your bullets or ammo. What was the other shop? Art merchant. Oh, the tailor. Well, I think we have all the pouches, so I don't think we need to visit a tailor. And I don't think the Altair costume changes color. That I could be mistaken on, but I'm fairly positive I don't think it changes color. Did he jump up that? Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to add this stuff into the blooper reels, guys. What the fuck? I jump off into a pile of hay and then get tackled by 7 dudes. Homie's fucking the Hulk with his super jumps. You saw that shit? Bro, what is going... What the fuck? Guys, what's going on today? What did I do? What did I do to deserve all this? All this fear and admiration. It's crazy. Oh shit, now that we're on part 32, I guess I could plan a date for the review to go up, because I only have like 10 more videos to go after this one. Which would be nice. See how many videos I can get done today, and then we'll plan. It's still hot as balls though outside. Oh my god. I just saw a TikTok. It's like, this seed is biblical. Some rapture shit. Yes, the fuck it is. It is hot. Gosh darn. Whew. Anyway, we're gonna... They're like, I think, 11... I want to say 11 feathers in this area. I would like to say. I think we end up with 91. And then the last area has 9 feathers. Or maybe I'm flipping it. Maybe it's 9 feathers here and then 11 in the next area. I don't... Can you... Ezio, climb. What? Okay.
Down or I shoot.
What'd you say? The fuck did you say to me? Motherfucker said he'll shoot me. I don't think he knows who I am. I like grabbing people by the collar. Just chuck them off roofs. That's what I do. That's my MO. Roof trucker. That's what I do. That's what the serial killer society calls me. Roof trucker. Alright, we have 2 glyphs here. In Castello that we'll be gathering. You know, I should have probably been doing what I did in the last in Disorduro, where I, instead of going to every viewpoint, oh hey, they got afraid of me and ran away. Cowards, the Latias. Failures. Oh, you know what? No, there is one more codex switch because I think we get one from Silvio. Shit. Yeah, I don't think there's a codex picture. I think it's in the next area. I remember it being in the next area. But I don't think there's one here. So we helped the thieves take out Emilio. We helped the courtesans take out Marco, and so I'm guessing there's going to be a mercenary group that we're going to be helping to take out Silvio. And I'm going to gander also Dante, because it looks like he's the bodyguard, so we're going to have to get through the bodyguard. So we're gonna have to figure something out there. But then who are we gonna help to do the last one? Who else is there to kill? If we're gonna take out Silvio, and most likely his bodyguard as well, because he's a bodyguard, obviously. Definitely going to be in my way. Who's going to be in the northern district of Venice? Who will be my target? Does the story end in Venice? Will Ezio ever avenge his family? Find out next time on Assassin's Creed 2. Move, bitch. Get out the way. I almost ate shit there. So into the little arsenal area where the Templar lair is. There is a feather, and we're going to be picking up the feather. The singular feather. I don't think there is a glyph here. I think it's just a feather. There might be one treasure, but I'm fairly positive it's just the feather in the viewpoint. And there it is. It's right there. I'm going to brazenly ignore it. I thought I got you there for a second, didn't you? Thought I was gonna pick up that feather. Nope. Of course not. I want to show it off on the map. Duh. So yeah, we're gonna climb up this very obnoxious scaffolding until I figure out how to genuinely get up here. And might I tell you, this window is not gonna help nobody. Not nobody. So to climb up the castle wall, we're gonna be scaling a regular house that has a scaffolding near it that we can just yoink onto. Don't know why this platform is here. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. But from this platform, we should be able to grab onto that ledge. I don't know why Ezio didn't want to do that. So we're not going to go that way. Yeah, he should have been able to grab that ledge and then climb up. I don't know why he didn't. Okay, so we're going to find a different way up instead. Because that was bullshit. But you do climb up a house with a scaffolding next to it. Not this scaffolding, but this house with this scaffolding right here. See? Huzzah! And then we get to climb up, and then Ezio doesn't look like an idiot. Not climbing things. And so we're gonna just run up here and find this viewpoint that I've been trying to get to for the past 5 minutes. You know, it's like, it's not so bad, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I could have climbed up here a different way, but Ezio just doesn't want to do the things that I want to do, you know what I mean? And across the way over here, there's a feather. Sorry, there was 2 feathers here. Next to the viewpoint. And then, obviously, the other feather is the one that I fooled you guys with. And it's in between these 2 buildings right here. So go to that viewpoint, and that's where they are. And that's literally the only thing in the arsenal outside of, or inside of the Castello, outside, oh no, the arsenal, yeah, I was right. Inside of the arsenal that isn't the Templar lair. And obviously if I was playing this by myself, I'd probably be doing the Templar lair right now just because it's like here. And I really have no other reason to be here. Like the viewpoint is outside of the castle, so we don't have to even be in here anymore. And there's nothing else to collect. There's no treasures, nothing. Is that a mailman? I'm not gonna kill you. I've never killed any of you except for that one dude who I punched off a thing. But you gotta understand, man. He was right there. I had to go for the money. I just punched him. That's all. That's all that happened. He lost balance and fell. They're actually more likely to attack you if you start climbing up the buildings and stuff, man. Look, you're gonna get hurt. You gotta stop running. You're gonna get hurt, dude. Listen, mailman, look, mailman, look, dude. Did he just fucking juke? Yo, sir, stop it.
Take it all. Let me live.
I am trying to let you live. You gotta get off the roofs. You're gonna hurt yourself. This is only for trained professionals. The guards will attack you. Trust me. They attack me all the time. They just don't live to tell about it. They usually fall to a gruesome death. I have an addiction of throwing people, defenestrating people off of rooftops. Not so much through windows. I haven't been able to figure that one out yet, but definitely off of rooftops. Defenestration. It's a good word. Yeah, I remember when I was in history class, and my teacher threw that word out. Like, she's like, "Oh, defenestration," and then we were like, "I'm sorry, what?" She's like, "Yeah, the person was defenestrated," and he's like, "You saying the word doesn't tell us what it fucking means." And she goes, "Oh, let me tell you a story about a messenger who went to a king in a tower." And he was delivering some bad news, and you know the whole saying, "Don't shoot the messenger." Well, they didn't shoot him; they threw him out a window, and that's where we get the term defenestration. It just means throwing someone out a window, and I think now it's kind of evolved to just throwing something off of something else. History and/or vocabulary lesson. You're welcome. I'm sure there's probably more details into that story that I'm just not remembering, but that's what stuck with me all throughout social studies. I want you to know we're doing American history, not European history at this time, so I don't know why she was telling us about kings throwing people out of tower windows. And I just remember being like, what the fuck, why? Where did defenestration come from? Yep. And that is all that I remember from history. More specifically, American history. I didn't like American history. Not my favorite time period. if like the whole like colonial period is like so fucking like boring to like look through and listen. And also, Assassin's Creed 3 is probably not my favorite of the Assassin's games. But it came at a time where it was like super convenient for me because we were learning all that stuff in class. So like while I'm playing the game, I was like, fuck yeah, General Lee was a dick. George Washington, dick. And then none of that happened in history. Oh, there is a codex page here. Okay, no, I guess there is 2 more to pick up. Cool. But the natives, and my teacher is like, stop playing video games and fucking read a book. Read a book, John. No. But the natives were unjustly taken from their land.
Keep away from me, Fizz. Guard!
He was like, yeah, that happened. I was like, so the game is right. And he's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. So what you're saying is that Benjamin Franklin wasn't a whore. And he was like, no, that was actually also true. It was like, yeah, this game's way more accurate than you think. And he goes, shit, maybe I gotta play this game. None of this conversation actually happened. What you're telling me is that Ben Franklin didn't invent electricity. He's like, no, he got struck by lightning. He didn't invent electricity. But yeah. Then he did. He discovered electricity. I'm pretty sure being struck by lightning doesn't qualify being as discovering electricity. That's like seeing a fucking like a forest fire and being like, I discovered fire. Like, no, fire is just a thing that happens in nature. We've learned to harvest fire, not create it. We didn't discover fire. Fire is a fire. It's like looking at an ocean and being like, hey, look, water, you know? We didn't discover water. Water's just been there. We've known about it this whole time. We just didn't know how to use it properly yet. Imagine the first person to fly. Oh, well, fly too, but like imagine being the first person to swim. Like you fall into like a river or something and you're just floating and you're like, what's going on? You start panicking. You start panicking, you start flailing, you start moving in the water, and that's how you cross rivers. Yeah. And that's how swimming was invented. You're welcome. History lesson by BlakJak. Not at all correct history lessons by BlakJak. You're welcome. Alright, so there's a glyph around here somewhere. But we're going to grab this viewpoint since we're right here. It's a little easier for me to like just witness and collect. You know, honestly, you don't really need a map to show the viewpoints either, but the viewpoints are the things that give me a map, so like I kind of have to show those off, you know what I mean? Like it's not like you guys can't really follow along it. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, is this another one of those mathematical things? That's like an endless...
The end. Almost the end. It happened before. The pieces were once part of a whole.
So it's like a thing that, like, as you zoom in, more of that thing keeps going on. It's like the same pattern that keeps going. Anyway, once worshipped, now ignored. From a distance, it watches and waits. So these are gods of old. So you have Mars, Venus, and Amor. Probably not that one, but an Aztec textile, that's one. Shows like the sun god. We have the Aztec calendar, which is a doomsday thing. We have apparition in the tree spirit during worship. I don't know if this one counts. The Eastern Gate, I don't remember this one counting either, but I guess that one is the one. Throne of Charity, I don't think that one's one. Kian, Buddhishva, the Thousand Arms and Eyes, I don't think this one's one either. Book of the Dead is one. And the Sistine Chapel ceiling fresco, and then the marker disc. I think the marker disc is... Marker disc isn't one? You sure? Like, fairly positive it's marker disc. I think it's anything that like pertains to death. It's like an old god of death deity, and I'm pretty sure the marker disc is one of them. Then what is the one that isn't? Oh, it's Sistine Chapel. Okay. could have sworn it was the marker. And then we're gonna look through the sun, but there shouldn't be anything hidden here. Or like, no, you know what I mean? They died in the fire from the heavens. Near the day of purification, there will be cobwebs spun back and forth in the sky by Hopi. These are all just quotes from people. I gotta read the Book of the Dead too, actually. That's another one. It's not a volcano. A container of ashes might one day be thrown from the sky, which could burn the land and boil the ocean. Also Hopi. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna find Earth. And then, that's it. I can't believe it's Sistine Chapel. I guess that one makes sense. I guess it's like a sun god thing. Anyway, we have one more truth that we're gonna find in this video. I believe. At least I think we're gonna find the last one here. Fairly positive. Not there's 2 glyphs here. Anyway, what's next on the list of things? There's a feather. And it's right next to that glyph. We just kind of have to hop across. There we go. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of treasure. Ooh, discount. And break. Bro, how did you see me? He's behind a gate that's totally see-through. That's bullshit. You guys just don't want me to have money. I'm the son of a banker. I'm wealthy. And I'm greedy. I want more money. I'm also a landlord. The more that I keep talking, the more I realize that the treasures are just here to waste my time and not actually help me, because I don't need the money. Crazy. Look guys, it's just a cyclical greedy thing, okay? I just want the money. Oh, don't fucking tell me you're stuck. Oh, man. Are you throwing rocks at me? Oh shit, he can hit me with Alright, I'm flabbergasted. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to show that off. He can hit me, I can hit you. That's all fair in love and war. Shit. Alrighty, next up. We're gonna head over to move to this little garden right here.
Come, don't be shy.
Just past the doctor that we're not gonna take a medicine from. Cause I don't need it. I don't need it. I think we just saw it's already appeared up on this little pillar. And we're gonna hop on over. Collect the 86th feather. It's not bad. I believe there's 3 more. I think we end on either 81 or 91. I forget. If it's 91, then there are 11 here. If it's 81, if it's 89, then there are 11 in the next area that we're going to be visiting. Anyway, next up, we're going to be heading on down over here to this little bridge. Come, amici. And then it should be on one of these little scaffoldings right here. One of these little, like, beams. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. I saw the mailman. But now that I've bought everything, I really don't necessarily need the money. The thrill is gone. I don't need to kill the mailman unless they're, like, right next to me, like that one is right there. Oh, okay, the urge is very strong. Okay, alright. Well, I'm gonna kill him. I'll get him. Fine, you know what? I can't waste any more time chasing the mailman. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need him. We don't need him. It's like a bad, you know, it's like a toxic relationship. Like you just want to go back, but it's like, you know, you just want the consistency. That's all you want. That's all you want. Find a new partner. You got this. You'll find love again, probably. I don't know. I'm kind of hopeless. Our friend goes, unironically like, John, are you a hopeless romantic? I'm like, oh, I'm helpless. Definitely not a romantic. Definitely hopeless, though. And I laughed, and she did not think it was funny. She was like, you are a disaster. And I'm like, yes. And now you know why I'm single. I'm glad we had this talk. Can I get back to work now? And by friend, I mean coworker. Because we were talking at work. They keep asking me silly questions. Silly questions like, what do I like to do? Or, what are my hopes and dreams? You know, stuff like that. Silly stuff. Don't they know that I don't like doing anything? I go to work and I go home and then I go to work. My boss texted me today and she goes, hey, you want to come in early? And I was like, nope. Not today. I got an appointment. You're the appointment, guys. I want to spend time with you. The audience. That's right. I'll use you guys as my excuse in vague terms. And I'm sure they're going to bring me into the office and talk to me about, like, how I'm not being a team player. And I'll say, I don't care. That is not my problem. Someone called out. We have floats. You can't get a float. Am I being paid overtime? No. Then I'm Gucci. Thank you. I'm good. I don't sell my soul, my life for my job. I just go there. It's not even like I like my job. I just show up to get money. Like, I'd like to live on my own. I can't afford a house. Personally, I'm kind of waiting for the housing market to kind of like destroy itself again. And then everyone's going to be in like a really bad recession. And then I'll be like, cool, I can afford a house now. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I kind of want to see it kind of crash and burn again. That kind of sounds like fun. People are going to be like, John, the recession was terrible. A lot of people lost their jobs. Yes. Yes, they did. But I could buy a house. And that's kind of like the narrow-minded viewpoint that I need to like delude myself into believing. So that I can feel happy on the inside. Or I guess happiness isn't the right term. I guess it's contentness. Well, we're gonna grab this feather and get the fucking out of here. GTFO, goodbye. Hi, bye. Hi, bye. Hi, again. Well, aren't you a person who doesn't want to climb after people? Well, I mean, I guess he isn't like a full metal armor, I guess. I guess that does make kind of, you know, that tracks. He's gonna have a harder time climbing up a building if his whole thing is wearing 100 pounds of armor. He's not gonna jump very far. I guess that, yeah, that makes sense to me. Yep. Here's the feather. Oop. 91. So I think that's the last feather in the area. And then we're gonna be doing another. Ooh, mailman!
What is the matter with you, Throg?
What's wrong with me? He showed up. He's my problem. He's like an addiction. You know, he gives me money every time I poke him. Anyway. So we're gonna find one more glyph, and it's gonna be here at the Scuola Grande de San Marco. So the big school of St. Marco. I don't know if Scuola is school, but that sounds like Scola, so that's what I'm gonna assume it is. And we're gonna look at this thing. And this is the last glyph of the game, and we're gonna take a look at the truth. Now, this one's kind of tough. The origin of species. And so something I wanted to say.
Few still know the truth. It is around us. Signs and paintings, faces, documents. But we don't see it. See, we are blind to our own creation.
So you see what happens is I spent way too much time on this one. So if you leave and then head back into the archives and then hit the truth, you can do these puzzles any time. So if you ever get lost or whatever. So I was there for like 15 minutes, just kind of like literally 15 minutes, and I was just like, I can't figure this one out. So we're going to match up the inner circle with the third circle, and then match up the third circle, which also moves the first circle over a few to the left. And then the inner circle also moves with the outer circle. So the inner circle is the issue, because anything you do will move the inner circle, and it kind of like throws everything off the basis. And then the third and the last one move together, if I remember correctly. So you want to like make sure that you kind of move it all in one shot, and then eventually you'll be able to move the inner circle and the outer circle in such a way where they all kind of like click into place. And if you have to like offset it by one and then just keep doing it like this, that's fine. But eventually you'll get it to snap by moving it one piece at a time. So like the guide actually does tell you how many to move in specific like rotations or whatever, but I still somehow fucked it up. But I got it to work by just moving the pieces one at a time until it all like connects perfectly. Yep, and then we move the third one over, and it works just fine. It has been hidden, altered, and that's it. I believe that's the last puzzle. And looking here, got to open our eyes to find that the sword, the shroud, the weird little angel with those weird fucking hands are there. There's a bowling ball. This is a weird fucking piece of artwork. But the angel eye is the Vitruvius man. The shepherd has the thing, the little papal staff. But yeah, so we're looking for the Vitruvian man. I was looking for hidden messages, but there's nothing here. Vitruvian man. The missing link. No, well, the missing link. So this one is, you could just press A.
Will it set me free from this endless ring of time? I feel the guillotine cut my throat. The bullet hit my chest. The water fill my lungs. The blood spills out thick and red. It's time to get out.
Yeah, that one you can do whatever you want. That one doesn't actually have a code. I thought you could just press A, but no, you have to. You got to switch at least one or all three once. Birth to Vanity. The truth makes me sick.
Oh, the moon. I can see the stars. My mind is gone. Lucy, I can't wait any longer. I'm ready to go. She sees me raise the knife.
And we got the achievement. And here's the truth.
Adam, I have it.
Eve,
Look out! Wow.
was that what I think it was?
And yeah, the Morse code at the end spells out Eden. So that's it. That's the truth. I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.